Hi guys, how are you?
Hi,
Hi, Rachel.
Rachel.
Uh, to start, I don't envy you guys being what I would consider the villains of a Godzilla movie because or show in this
Whoa, whoa,
case.
whoa.
Monarch is in the modern era of this series is like that's the Godzilla our hero. We love Godzilla in at least my home. So how do you guys, navigate getting to play like what I think many Godzilla fans consider, the role that you're like, don't hurt the chonky boy. We love him. We respect him. We have to him being our hero.
It's amazing to be the best baddies on TV. What can we tell you? Although, there is still ambiguity with the characters. But yeah, it's great to be perceived as bad.
Yeah, I also just think it's a bit early in the story before people have sort of figured out what Godzilla's role is
Hmm.
uh in protecting people from other Titans and stuff like that. So yeah, people's motives are just like you only have the information that you have at the time. But yeah, I agree. We are the best baddies on TV and it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, and I think you guys have a fun your characters have a fun role too because I am obsessed with like older Leisha. I think Kurt Russell is playing that character in such a fascinating way because it's like you see Wyatt's approach, which is like such like so tight laced, and then you turn and he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and to see you guys kind of like dealing with Hawaiian shirt Leisha as like this like we have to keep him like locked up and like what's Leisha up to is very funny to me in this like high stakes world. So for like you guys kind of like navigating that and also, keeping that mystery alive, what is the fun for you guys as actors like to get dig into that level of a Godzilla story? Because that's kind of what is so fun about Monarch with being so character driven is like the mystery of it all and the stakes of that kind of stuff.
I mean, I think it's fun because the characters are trying to solve the mystery as well. It's like it doesn't. I think what's sort of successful about the show is like the audience isn't ahead of this of the characters. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like it's like we're all figuring out these things real time because it's so close to G Day,
Mhm.
and so to that extent, it is like a little mysterious of like who's a threat and who could be helpful, and so on and so forth. So I think what's kind of great about it is like the mystery that you're following. The characters are doing sort of real time for them.
Yeah. And Lisa, like, I don't know. I just think within this Godzilla verse, we have seen so many, especially like male, I don't want to say like male figures within the monarch world, but also within like kind of that fear of like we have to stop monarch or we have to stop Godzilla, we have to stop King Kong, we have to stop these titans as they were. For you to kind of step in the shoes of being kind of like one of the first female characters to kind of be that figure that is, trying to control all of this. How is that for you as an actress to, step forth and be that baddie? Is that fun? Like to dig
Yeah,
into
I
that
mean,
and have
I
that
never.
power?
Sorry, what was the last thing you
To
said?
just to have that power because that's a fun power to kind of have in a
Yeah, I
show.
didn't. I actually, I didn't think about it in those terms, but now that you say, yeah, it's true. It's pretty cool. I get to have a medal. Um, uh, again, I mean, I don't want to spoil things, but there is
Mhm.
indeed an evolution to all of the
Mhm.
characters, and they're all trying to figure out how to survive in that world. And so they are, yeah, there's certain motives as to what brings them to the cause and everything. I think my character is in it, like a lot of characters in our show, actually, to save lives, really, but then everybody has a different way of going about it. Am I spoiling anything by saying that? No, it's just we're all kind of trying to navigate that universe. So, you know, yeah, I won't say anymore.
That's the hard part about Monarch is like you get to a certain point like I don't want to talk about anything past like this episode, and it's like nope, not that one. But Joe, like, but I think your costume might be my favorite on this show. Just 'cause I feel like there's elements of it that like there are actors who, when you put on a costume, it changes kind of how you move. For you, is that something that helps? Because it's like your glasses really kind of changed your whole face for me. Because I was like, I feel like I know him. Then I looked up you, and I was like, yes, I do know him. The glasses changed a lot. Did your how you dress and everything help inform your character or anything like that, or no?
Yeah, I think like wardrobe is always helpful. I think, you know, what kind of shoes a character wears is even like down to that kind of stuff is really helpful. I think glasses was something pretty early that I asked for, and yeah, I was just like, I'm always like a bit surprised with like how like sharp Tim dresses. He has like taste, which is like really funny because it's also just like down in the basement, like spilling soup on like a nice shirt. But yeah, I think
Great.
it's all helpful.
Yeah. And for last question with the show, like Monarch, I truly am obsessed with the show. I can't stop thinking about it, and I wanted everyone to watch it, and I just keep talking about it. But for you guys, what was the like moment that you were like, yeah, the show is really good, and I'm very excited to have been a part of something like this?
I mean, for me, from the very beginning, I was like, we're doing Godzilla, like, what the hell, you know? So, you know, I think the excitement was there from the very beginning. Right now, you know, obviously we got to preview all the episodes, but up until very recently, I was like, no, I only want to watch it once a week when it gets released because it's so much fun to watch it like that. I'm just like a kid watching, and I was like, it's so exciting because every episode is a different adventure. It's just totally loving it, and rediscovering it as well, because obviously you're working on something, you have an experience and a view of it from the inside, and it's a different experience watching it, and I'm like, yes. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Elisa and I sort of met each other very early in the process, and we kind of became fast friends that way. So like that was just like, all right, well, I'm surrounded by good people. I don't know that I ever would have seen myself as the kind of actor that would get the opportunity to do something like this. But you know, we were just in such great hands with Chris and Matt, like their ability to uh hold all of the sort of Godzilla lore, and like also like be able to like put it in the universe, this latest iteration and stuff like that. And like, you know, that's mitigated by other Godzillas coming out, so they didn't get to just have free pick of monsters and stuff like that. But their ability to like tell the story and stuff like that, and just knowing that you're in such good hands, and like to know that, you know, it's a 70-year franchise, and how much it means to people to get to be a part of something that like people care about that much. It's like every day you go to work, you're like, because people will not forgive you if you don't do it well. And so like the sort of like pressure and challenge of that, and then to work with like amazing actors, it was just like everything. It was just fun. It was just a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I love the show so much. So thank you guys so much for talking with me today.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, great to meet you.
Thank you. Have a great one.